Hello and welcome from lovely Spielberg in Austria. Welcome to Hankook TV. In this edition we follow the life of a tire throughout a DTM race weekend, and we got some more bits and pieces for you as always, so have fun with Hankook TV.
Here's where the weekend starts for a Hankook race tire. It's unloaded from the trailer. Every driver has 7 sets of tires for the weekend. By a lottery drawing, the tires are dedicated to its drivers. For example, Marco Wittmann. Or here, Edo Mortara. Let's follow this set of Maxime Martin, the BMW driver from Belgium. These are the rims of his RMG team. Thursday and Friday, the Hankook mechanics prepare all the tires, mounting on the rims, putting a basic air pressure in and balancing the wheels. Voila, this set for Maxime is ready. After a while, there's a lot of movement in the Hankook tent. All the teams collect their tires now. Oh, it seems Maxime's RMG team has the youngest mechanic of the paddock in its rows. Now the team engineers and the driver have to decide how they dispose their tire sets.
Some sessions, like free practice 1, you try to not use new tires because it's not really important. Warm-up, the same, you try to use old tires, but then for qualifying you try to put 1 or 2 sets. In qualifying maybe 3, and then you compromise for the race. So it's all about strategy about the tires, but for sure it's not easy, but it's coming from the number of tires or sets of tires you have for the weekend. In DTM you have to learn about tires quite a lot, and it is good to have Hankook as a supplier and to have Hankook people in the garage to help us to find the right way to make the tires work as is best.
4 sets must be used for the 2 qualifyings and the 2 races. This is how they look after a 2 days usage, always near the physical limit of the race car. Now the tires are unmounted and go back into the trailer. Next stop, recycling. A quite short but a very exciting life of a Hankook DTM tire is over. The Hankook hospitality is well frequented when all the Formula 3 drivers visit us to give autographs. Maybe some of these young guys will be in Formula 1 in the future. After 3 more races in Spielberg, the Italian Antonio Giovinazzi leads the championship. Applause for the team of Adrian Tambay. They took the Hankook trophy for the fastest pit stop at the last race in Zandvoort. At nearly half-time of the season, they lead this competition. Maybe it's this crew which name will be engraved on the trophy at the end of this year. The sights here in Spielberg are beautiful, and the fans know that. On both race days, the paddock was packed with people. Overall, 52,000 spectators visited the Red Bull Ring, and they enjoyed exciting race action.
The true stars of this DTM weekend are here behind me at Audi TT, but this weekend they do not race on skis, they race on Hankooks. And now we have a close look inside.
Yes, indeed. The Austrians are nuts about skiing. So 3 guest drivers in the Audi TT Cup attracted a big crowd in the paddock. The Ski World Cup stars Felix Neureuter, Axel Lund Svindal and the local hero Marcel Hirscher. While these guests drive their own race, we visit the current leader of this new championship.
This is my office when I'm doing the race weekends. Just to speak a bit about the steering wheel, we have a gearbox, a double clutch gearbox, and we shift in the pedals behind. We have the going up here and going down there. Then we have a special system that I only think we actually use in this cup. We have a push to pass system. Normally the engine have 310 horsepower, but with this button we get 30 horsepower more, and in this track it released for 15 seconds and then it's deactivated for 10 seconds.
This feature brings a lot of excitement into the racing with equal cars. So far there were a lot of different winners. All cars are equipped exclusively with Hankook race tires.
The things I like in the Hankook is it's so easy to feel when the tires go hot, that you can bring the tire temperature back again and you can really work with the tires. You have the peak in the qualifying where you really can find something if you're a good driver. So I like it. It's not like when you go heat the tires too much, it's finished. You can actually back off a little bit, get the heat in the tires again. So I like the tires, happy with them.
And here we start into the first DTM race of the weekend. It's Jamie Green who takes the lead from pole setter Edo Mortara. It looks like the championship leader would be able to put another 25 points on his account. But this bright prospect changed to the worse after just one lap. Due to gearbox problems, another 0 points for Jamie, like in Zandvoort. So, free run for Edo Mortara, while behind him some exciting fights start. Reigning champion Marco Wittmann in the BMW and Gary Paffett in the Mercedes do a long duel for 7th position, with the better end for the Brit. But the hottest action is delivered by Matthias Ekström in the number 5 Audi. In the last corners of the race, his Hankooks still have the grip for this maneuver to overtake the BMW of Augusto Farfus. By this, he collects important points, while his Audi colleague Edo Mortara jubilates about the victory. Pure joy at Audi, but the new championship leader now is Mercedes driver Pascal Wehrlein in the background here.
Then I know that the car was good and I could make a gap.
But there's more to come. A lot more water. The rain on the second race day is as heavy that the race has to be started behind the pace car. And guess who? It's Matthias Ekström who pushes away perfectly from the field. You need real good drivers and a real good rain tire to do a race like this without big incidents. Both things we have in the DTM, although going to the limits means sometimes losing positions. And this happens 2 times to Pascal Wehrlein. The youngest ever DTM leader loses points, while the old Swede and his crew just do a perfect job. Then, the last action of the race causes heated discussions between Audi and Mercedes. It's Audi driver Timo Scheider who initiates this incident, which put the Mercedes of Robert Wickens and leader Pascal Wehrlein out of the points. Of course, the Mercedes team is not amused and complains about a suspicious sentence heard from the Audi radio just before the crash. Anyway, here comes the winner, Matthias Ekström.
Amazing job, Matthias.
This amazing job makes Matthias Ekström being the new leader of the championship.
That's the way how our tire we followed through this weekend looks like after the racing action here at Spielberg in Austria. I hope you had a lot of fun. Next time we come from Moscow in Russia. And while we try to learn the language a little bit, I wish you all the best. See you.